guys, in this video, as I previously promised, I'm going to be sharing with you a get ready with me using a bunch of new makeup, specifically the Dermablend Smooth Camo Foundation, which has been a savior for my crazy skin right now. And I'm also going to be sharing how I use the new Urban Decay Naked palette on my eyes. So if you want to see how bad my skin looks and a good transformation, then keep watching. I don't have any lighting on this video. I'm just sitting in front of a very large window and just giving you natural light because I wanted you, number one, to see, because it is a pretty crazy transformation. I wanted you to see my skin. It has been going haywire on me, especially around my chin. And I also just wanted you to see true to life. A lot of you have mentioned in previous videos that I look really washed out and bright. I'm gonna start with my eyes. Kind of been skipping the eyeshadow primer lately, especially with Urban Decay shadows. I don't really feel the need to use it. But this is the palette that I'm going to be using. They're all matte shades and I've really been enjoying this. So the first thing I do is take a fluffy brush and this kind of creamy color right here, and I just apply this all over from my eyelid up to my brow. I always forget to do that. Okay, just an old Sigma 224, it's super old. I think it's an E40 now. Mando, it's the third shade in on the top, and I'm gonna put this right on my eyebrow bone. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of a shade darker on a 217 and take Faith, which is the third one in on the bottom, right under Commando, and put this on my lid. Then I'm gonna take Extra Bitter, which is this kind of like coppery shade, and do a tiny bit on the tip of that brush, just in the outer corner. So that's it for my eyeshadow. Liner is my little stub of the Teddy Eye Kohl from MAC. And I just take my finger and blend that away. Superhero mascara from IT Cosmetics. OMG, I love this stuff and I'm so excited you guys are gonna finally see it on camera. I love this. Someone on my last video said that QVC has a deal right now. You can get 2 tubes for the price of 1, so check that out. I brightened it up a little because I felt like it was getting really dark. So onto my face, as you can see, my skin, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's just hormonal or what, but I have mostly scars here, some new ones here, and then on this side, I have this little guy, this little zit that just does not want to go away, and just some little pops, pimples up here, but my skin is looking a hot mess, to put it nicely. And I ran out of my Estee Lauder Double Wear, which you guys know is such a favorite. So I went into my stash and I found my Dermablend Smooth Liquid Camo, which back in the day, before I even knew about Estee Lauder Double Wear, I remembered how much I love this and I've been using it ever since, and it's amazing, especially for this nasty skin that I've been having. So I'm in the shade Sepia. The thing I really love about this is it applies beautifully with a beauty blender. It looks gorgeous. It looks like your skin, and it lasts a really long time. For any of you that aren't familiar with Dermablend, I think they initially started out as coverage for like veins and stuff. I remember years ago my mom bought some to cover up. She has really bad varicose veins, and she bought some makeup to cover up her legs, and now they have this whole line of foundation and concealers, and it's actually made to cover up burns, scars, tattoos. Like, it's really potent stuff, but it doesn't feel like you're wearing more foundation coverage than you would with any other. I love the packaging. It's in this little tube, and I just squeeze it right onto my finger and just dot it all over my face, especially on those scars and around my mouth. I do a tiny bit on my forehead because even though I have those spots, I don't need too much coverage on my forehead. And the thing that's great about this too is it's really buildable. So I'll just blend this and then see if I need any more, and I'll go back. So I'm just using a damp beauty blender. Hopefully you can see how quickly it's such instant gratification for me, especially because normally, even when my skin is, you know, kind of crazy, but not to where at this point, I'm okay with going out without foundation. But lately, I don't even like going to the gym without something on because I just feel so vulnerable in my skin, and this makes me feel so much better. in an instant. I really don't need more coverage than that. I really have been relying on their Quick Fix Concealer to just go a little bit more on these scars if I need it. So I'll use a little bit just to show you. I love that it's in a stick form. Other than that, that's really all I need. This is in the shade Beige, if anybody is wondering. That was a pretty light application and covered beautifully, which I'm so appreciative and grateful for because it's quick and I can just get a little bit more confidence back. I do have a setting powder. I don't ever feel the need to set this foundation. I never set it. But if you do have oily skin, combination skin, the setting powder might give you a little bit more wear time. But I can go an entire day with this still looking perfect at nighttime without putting any set powder. So thank goodness for this foundation. The next thing I'm going to be using is my bronzer. This is an oldie from MAC, just So Ceylon Mineralized Skin Finish, just to give myself a little bit of color because the foundation definitely just neutralizes everything. And then for blush, I'm going to be using my IT Cosmetics Ombre Blush in Je ne sais quoi, just a really pretty blush. And I just swirl my brush over the whole thing. And then for highlight, I wanted to share with you this new one by Makeup Forever in the rose gold with my little Anastasia highlight brush. To be honest, I'm not crazy about this highlighter. I think it's really pretty, but I like my Pixie one just as much. I'm gonna put a little bit underneath my brows. And a little bit on my Cupid's bow, and then I'm going to just do my brows with my Trestique eyebrow pencil. Tiny bits, little strokes. Just fill in the front here where I have a lot of sparse areas. I always make sure to blend this because otherwise it'll just look super harsh. So it's blended, but just filled in. And then for my lips, I'm gonna be using one of these new Makeup Forever High Precision Lip Pencils. This one's in this shade 11, and I'm just gonna use this and only this, just to leave my lips some matte. It's a good neutral pink. This is really nice. First time I've tried these pencils. Pretty creamy. Usually with a pencil you get it like drags, but it's actually feeling like one of those retractable ones. It kind of feels like a lipstick. It honestly doesn't feel dry like a pencil. I like that. Number 11. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you got to see the transformation that I get to see every day. I hope you guys try out the foundation. Definitely let me know if you give it a try. Hope you're all doing well, and I will talk to you later. Bye. I just thought this was such an amazing gift. Like, again, I would love to get this gift, or if you need like a little stocking stuffer, white elephant gift, instead of just giving a candle.